Team USA players and coaches are not on the same page. More after this. The United States loss to France stirred up a lot of feelings in the locker room amongst the team members and the coaches. And the United States needs to get more continuity. Obviously, we need to move the ball around, find the open shooters, you know what I'm saying? Probably play a little bit of defense here or there. But Greg Popovich seems to be doing a little bit different. He's used to his beautiful way of basketball and going out and playing the San Antonio way. Well, last time I checked, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, hell, even Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard. None of those guys is in San Antonio anymore. They may be up in the rafters in the Hall of Fame or playing for another team. But right now, none of those guys are there. They're not with the Team USA. They're not playing ball at all right now. Okay? So, the players are frustrated. They were walking through the tunnel, and they're kind of going back and forth, saying, hey, listen, we don't like the way Pop is calling the game. We don't like this kind of basketball, and I can understand that, it's a lot of cutting, a lot of passing around, kind of like the Princeton offense. Keep passing the ball around, cutting, trying to get the back door and all that. Wonderful. That's great. Now the NBA has evolved. Okay? It's a whole new ball game. So, with that being said, it needs to look a little bit different than it did when Greg Popovich was doing it, in his earlier years. He's a little long in the tooth right now. He's old, and it's just not working out for him. It's just definitely not working out for him. So it's just like, what do we do? I'm glad you asked. We have, I would say, 4-time winning coach, championship. You got 3 championships with Steph and Clay, and you got at least one with Michael when you was a shooter. Okay, his name is Steve Kerr, and he's actually on the bench. So that's another mind that you can actually pick. Okay, and you want to hear something else? You got Draymond Green and you got Kevin Durant, who's familiar with the offense, can go out there and run the offense, get the guys in their places, and they just spot up and shoot. Okay? I fully expect a different Team USA team come Wednesday night. Playing against Iran. I can't think of one person on Iran that I know of that's in the league. I mean, forgive me if I don't, if I'm not, familiar with that information. But I don't think Iran is known for basketball. Not saying that the different parts of the world they can't play basketball, because they can. You got several guys that come from different countries. Obviously, Jokic, and you got Luka. You got Rudy Gobert. Guys of that nature that's come over, that's made a living in the NBA and become a superstar status for their respective teams. So, going out there and running the San Antonio offense of the 90s, the early 2000s, well, that's not going to work, okay? We got a guy named Steve Kerr, and he has nothing but shooters on his team when he won the championship. So they're familiar with it, and they blew guys out. So what we have to look at is, okay, where do certain guys fit in the offense, okay? You can't expect Dame Lillard to cut back door to go get a layup when he's primarily a point guard running the point, shooting the three. You can get somebody that may cut. You may get somebody that's going to run around like a Kevin Durant that's going to cut and run around and do what they need to do, okay? And that's fine. You could do that. And then, you also have somebody like Zach LaVine. Now, if you want somebody to cut back door and get the easy dunk, Zach LaVine. You know what I mean? You can do that with the alley-oops, things of that nature. Booker can do the same thing. He can take you off the dribble. So, I mean, they had different types of playmakers that's on the team. It's just that you have to learn how to use those guys and not be set on your ways, okay? Because, like I said, Pop is well into his, maybe upper 70s, early 80s, I'm guessing. And you're trying to run your offense as you already ran it, and it was always successful, and it always worked. Well, now, like I said, things evolve, things change, things move, okay? And you have to be able to adapt change so that you can move forward. So, I'm going to read an excerpt from this gentleman from named Joe Vardon of the Athletic. The players are frustrated, grumbling on their way back to the locker room about running the San Antonio offense, when apparently they feel like there are better ideas. As I said, there are better ideas. Use the Golden State offense. Swing the ball around the horn till somebody gets it. These dudes that they're playing against the world, listen, I understand they play defense. They letting them rough them up a little bit. I watched a game or two, and they kind of like getting a hit, you know what I mean, and hitting the deck. And he like, I ain't see nothing. So they kind of limited on that whistle. So with knowing that, you need to go out there and you need to move that ball around. You need to, play that, excuse me. You have to play that Golden State game. Okay? I just like how Golden State run their offense, because it always makes the guy that's not the greatest player, they make him look excellent. Like he's just like a top dude. And your top dudes got to be able to, lower their level and increase the other players' level so we could be on the same level, and then we can go on out there and dominate, So I feel like if they do that, they'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm interested in looking at how they start the game on Wednesday night. Are they going to come out sluggish and just like, we still got to run this offense? Or if they was able to, verbalize some of the ideas that they may have had, and hopefully Greg Pop, Hall of Fame coach, hopefully he can adapt to that and say, hey, listen, you know what? This isn't the San Antonio Spurs. This is a totally different team, okay? Last time I checked, the Spurs haven't been in the playoffs, I think the last 2 years. And then even the year before that, when they went to the playoffs, they was out in the first round. So it's not like, that offense is just so wonderful and so great, So I don't know. I'm just hoping and praying that they look a little different. Even if you come out a little sluggish in the beginning or pull away toward the end, it'll make the game a little bit more fun, and it'll make the guys more connected, and you can look forward, because you need to win this game. This is a must-win game. Unfortunately, I have to say that, but it's a must-win game. If you don't win this game, you can forget about it. You may only end up getting a bronze medal, a tarnished gold medal, okay, in my opinion. So you definitely don't want to do that. So if you're looking for the gold, we're going for the gold, we should come home with the gold. Just win the rest of your games, and everything else will be fine. Figure this out. Grab Pop, listen to your players, okay? See what they like, how they like it. Work that chemistry in there, and then we can move forward and go on out there and get these wins. All right? So I'm going to end the video on that. And like I said, I appreciate you guys listening, coming to AG's point of view. Like I said, I'm fresh in the game. Coming in here, working my magic, my media skills, and so I definitely appreciate y'all for listening. If you like what you heard from me, please don't hesitate to subscribe down below. Okay? Hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Okay? Because I drop a video like this or similar to this, every single day. Everything's not going to be sports related. It may be some stuff where we're talking about world news. We may be talking about, politics, although I try to, shy away from politics. It may be a main story that's coming up, a popular story where, like, some police brutality. I'm on my point of view with all topics, okay? So, make sure you click that notification bell. And when you click that notification bell, it'll let you know when I drop a story every single time, hopefully. You know, we want to get into that YouTube algorithm, get it, you know, generated so that way it can automatically just filter in, and you get the latest stories, the latest news, you know, from AG's point of view. So, again, I thank you, you know, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Y'all stay careful out there. Peace out. Y'all stay careful out there. Peace.